and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, then welcome. I would love if you would hit that subscribe button down below, click the little bells to be notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and jump right on in. All right, it's another day. It's another testing a whole bunch of new products. It's not enough for a full face, but I do have some products here that I am excited to test out. Everything else that I do not have enough for a full face for will be using my Shop My Stash bag. I will link that video down below so you guys can see what's in my Shop My Stash. First up, let's start with the palette. I have already primed my eyes. So this is the Revolution XSoph X eyeshadow palette in Super Spice. This is kind of the color story. It's more of like a rainbow. We do have some like neutral shades in here as well. And we have a nice white. The shade, like the colors are like super tiny. Like as you can tell, it's almost like the size of my finger, my pointer finger. Not a problem though, because like honestly, I don't use up my makeup that fast. So, okay, I think I'm gonna go with like a purplish pink kind of a look. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dive in. I'm actually gonna set my whole lid with the shade called To Be Fair. Okay, I think that did make my eyes a little bit brighter. Okay, I know I don't have any white like eye primer bases, but I did order one. I'm just waiting on it to get here. I ordered it from Glamlight, like their little icing, when I ordered the Michaela palette, and that still has not shipped yet, so waiting on that. But let's go into the shade right here called Lockdown. It's this really light purpley kind of a shade, and we're gonna do that in the crease. Okay, so first thing about the purple shade is I'm literally sitting in here like digging in to the shade, and like not a lot is really showing up on the brush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just like try going in. Okay, well, yikes. Even like this is me swatching it with my finger, not a lot's happening there either. So super disappointed in this shade. I know like it's a pastel and it's a purple, so like pastels are hard to formulate and then purples are hard to formulate, but this is just like not like good like at all. Okay, well, now we're starting to get somewhere. Oh man, you guys, that took quite a lot. That was a lot more than I was expecting that like I would have to work for in that shade, but okay. Yeah, wow, that took a lot of work just to get here, and I'm still like not overly like impressed with that. Okay, so oh my gosh, I think I have a hair in my eye. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Papa, which is like this like darker purple, and I'm gonna try to bring that into my crease as well. Okay, so like I just tapped into that one once, and it looks like that has quite a bit more product than the other purple, but let's just see. The eyes aren't looking that bad. That other purple shade Papa was so much better than the shade Lockdown. The shade Lockdown was not good at all, but the shade Papa, it is, I mean like it's fairly decent, that's fine. But for the outer corner, I think I want to go into the shade Cereal right here, which is kind of like this lighter brown shade, and I want to dunk in just like a tiny amount of the shade called Brownies. So let's like take, oh, okay. So the shade Cereal definitely like coats the brush nicely, and we'll tap lightly into Brownies. And then let's just kind of see what we get here. So this is definitely going to need some like building up. There is fallout in this shade. I feel like in the shade Lockdown, there really wasn't any fallout at all. In the shade Papa, there was some slight kick up, not a ton. But definitely in these two brown shades, there's definitely quite a bit of kick up. All right, so now we have some like different options for like the lid and things like that. So I think first I want to start off with this like goldish shade right here called Not Gonna Lie. I'm gonna take that on my finger. Okay, that's beautiful. And I'm just gonna like lightly start tapping that kind of in the center slash like outer portion of my lid, because I do want to go in with a different shade on my lid. Okay, and then for like the inner portion of the lid, I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Dreamy. It's like a purplish brownish kind of a color, and I'm just gonna go into oh okay, this is coming out a lot different than I thought it was going to. Mattes are kind of like in this palette, but I'm not gonna lie, the shimmers are like stand out. 10 out of 10. I mean, like, look at that. It's like 10 out of 10, like such a standout. Okay, I'm gonna go prime my face off of camera, and then I will be right back so we can then test out the Almei Foundation or skin tint. I'm not actually for sure what it is. Okay, so next up for foundation, skin tint, we have the Almei Skin Perfecting Healthy Bio Makeup with Prebiotic Complex. It says it's going to nourish, perfect, protect. It has broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen, hypoallergenic and fragrance free. You get 1 fluid ounce. This stuff comes out like really fast from the tube. This is what it looks like. It's not like overly runny like I thought maybe it would be. Like obviously it's running, but I feel like it's going like super slow. So like let's just dot some along the face here. Cover up these zits. I'm just gonna take a sponge, a damp Real Techniques sponge. Just push this in. Okay, I used to like love Real Techniques sponges. Like I thought these were like literally like, I don't know, some like the best sponges. Like you could just like buy these at the drugstore. You could usually get like 2 in a pack for like on sale at Ulta all the time for like, I don't know, you got like a 2-pack for like $5 or something at Ulta. And so I used to think like these were like really good, but I tried those stupid elf marshmallow ones, and I literally think like those are the best, and I don't think you can even get them anymore. Like I think they were like a holiday exclusive, and granted I bought like 7 of them all to like, I made an order, really liked it, and I bought like 6-7 more, but like, can we just like make that a permanent thing? Like those sponges are like absolutely amazing. The only downside is that they're white, and so when you get them dirty and you have product on it, like obviously, like, you know, first of all, I think this definitely gives like a very high light medium coverage. Like you can barely see like some of my redness here, like you can barely see that, but like everything else is like covered up and looking great. It has a little bit of a dew to it, like I'm sure you can see on my face. Like I do use a dewy primer underneath, like that's just how I always do my makeup, but you can still like really see that underneath, and I feel like it adds a little bit of dew to the face as well. The one thing I will say that's kind of like a downfall of this is I don't really feel like it's sinking into the skin. I feel more like it's like setting on the skin. Like, does that make sense? Like, it just seems to be just like kind of like setting there. It's not really like sinking in. I'm gonna go do my cream contour concealer, and then we'll come back so we can try out the super dewy blush. Okay, I am back. I am very bronzed. Went a little bit overboard. That is okay. That's fine. We're just gonna press right on. So next up is this Revolution Super Dewy Blush in the shade Fake the Flush. This is a buildable gel cream pigment that dabs into the skin to create a healthy, radiant flush of color. Apply to the apples of the cheeks and softly down the bridge of the nose to achieve a natural sun-kissed look. So here's the color. Definitely like a very bright pink. Definitely is like very like moussey and gel-like. So let's just like tap a little bit on my face. Okay, So I think I squeezed out a little too much. I wasn't for sure. The thing about like cream and liquid blushes is that, okay, I have what is this scent? Does this have a scent? Am I nuts? Am I crazy? About like these like, okay, where was I going with this? The thing about like cream and gel like blushes is that you never know like how much you're gonna need, because there's some formulas where like the amount that I just put on for both my cheeks is easily enough for just like one cheek to get the pigment that I'm wanting, and then other ones just like a tiny dot is more than enough for the pigment I am wanting. Okay, I think I like this, but it's almost like it has a scent. Is it me? I don't know. Like when I was putting it on, it almost smelled like a fake strawberry scent. Like if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you guys are gonna be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But like a fake artificial strawberry scent. It was almost kind of like that, but now I can't smell it. But I swear that's what I smelled when I was putting it on. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera now, and I'm going to do my setting powder, my powder bronzer. All right, so I'm back. Let's go ahead, let's try out some more products. So next up is the XSoph X Face Highlighter Duo. I have mine in the lightest one. I think there's 3 total that she did for like different skin tones. Of course, I have to get the lightest because I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost. So here's what the insides of it look. Let's see what we get. Oh. Wow. Okay. I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Now that we're blinding, let's go into the NYX Control Freak brow gel. So, is this a brow gel? Yeah, it says clear brow gel, but it looks like a mascara wand. So, okay. So I am then going to go do most of the rest of my face off of camera, so then we can come out and try this lip duo. Here are the lips lined and filled, and we're just going to go over that with that lip balm. Okay. And this is the finished look. So let's go ahead and let's just like talk about the products. So first, this highlighter. Oh, wow. It is definitely very, very blinding in your face. I was not expecting that at all from this highlighter. Just like based off the palette that we had used, I was like very like iffy about the highlighter, but wow. You don't need a lot. You really just gotta tap your brush in lightly, because this will give you very high shine, very like in your face, very like outer space, can see you vibes. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would say definitely go and pick this up. The lip liner and lip balm, they're nice. I just think that they're okay products. The lip liner does not turn out quite as dark as it does on the back of the hand, with like lining it and filling it in. This is very nice. It's soft and it's comfortable. I just don't think it's going to have like very long staying power, which for me, like I'm okay with that because I love like something balmy. Like that's just something that I personally enjoy. I don't really love as much as like a matte liquid lipstick or like a gloss over top, as much as I like balms, lip oils, things like that. So for me, I really like this, but I could see where a lot of people would probably enjoy like a matte liquid lipstick more. The Super Dew blush, it's really nice. It definitely is one where you don't need a lot of it, like I thought I did. And I didn't even go over it with like a powder blush. Like this is just like with just a powder on top of it. Like I sat my face, like my perimeters of my face, and it still looks very nice and very flushed. So like when it says fake the flush, I absolutely agree that it definitely does fake that flush, give you that fake flush vibe. And I had put some over the nose, so I was really, really enjoying that. I think this would look extremely good if you like didn't set your face and use like powder products on the cheeks. So that's something that I would also like want to try out, just like not setting the face. So I'm like super excited about this. The Almei, what is this? Skin Perfecting Bio Makeup, whatever. I don't even know what it's called. It's okay. I think like the coverage is nice. I think a lot of it is like really nice. I just don't like how it sets on the skin. I just don't feel like it like sinks and melts into the skin. I just feel like it more sets on top of the skin, and that's just not something that I'm totally interested in. But I do like the amount of coverage that it gives. I like the shade worked out fine for me. I just overall am not as happy with it as if it would have sunk into this palette. This is like a very hit or miss kind of a palette. And it was kind of pricey for Makeup Revolution. I want to say this was like $20 or $25. The shimmers are like mind-blowing, out of this world. Like the shimmers are beautiful. Like every last one of these shimmers is like gorgeous. I mean, just like look at those. It's the mattes that are just a little iffy. This Lockdown shade was not that great. Like as you can tell, like even like the yellow is a little bit like questionable as well. It looks super bright on camera, but like in person it's like not that bright. But like these two are nice and pigmented, but I felt like the Lockdown shade was not. The browns I really had to work and build up with, but this purple was nice and pigmented. The green was nice and pigmented. I just think that like the shimmers are kind of like the outstanding part of this, guys. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and comment down below if you guys have tried any of these. If not, what are some things that you might be like picking up? If you guys got this palette, what do you guys think of the quality? Is it something that you're really not interested in? Let me know all that down below. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.